Tweedledee, Tweedledum. Little Joe Biden, of course. Joe the Tyrant Biden. His partner in crime out of New Yorkistan. Emperor Andrew Cuomo. Petty tyrant. Let's talk about their failures, what's going on the last couple of days. Yeah. Petty tyrants. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Patriot Nation TV. I'm your host, Tim Davis, you New Age Patriot with a 1776 attitude. Just one man, one opinion, connecting the dots, trying to make sense of it all in this bizarro world. In this bizarro world that's just bizarre. It's just bizarre. So, it's Friday night, March 5th, 2021. And just give a little rundown, a little discussion of what's going on since my last video. So if you're new to the show, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. And, let's get the show going, I guess. COVID's big news. What else is news lately? Dr. Seuss. We'll talk about that. Mr. Potato Head. We'll talk about all the good stuff. Aunt Jemima. Bombing of Syria. A couple of drone strikes. Somalia. Stuff like that. We'll discuss stuff that you won't get. We'll discuss stuff that you won't get in the mainstream media. Let's do it quickly, just to give a quick rundown. Nothing spectacular because everybody's reporting on it. So I'm just gonna put my 2 cents in. What do I do? At this point. Well, let me just say, welcome to the 1 year anniversary. Yes, today is the 1 year anniversary of the 2-week lockdown and slowing down the curve. 1 year ago today, this week, we began the 2-week lockdown, slowing the curve. And here we are. What did we learn? Nothing. We learned absolutely nothing. But anyway, the relevance of that is let me talk about this little guy. Talk about Joe the Tyrant Biden, obviously, of course. We just talk about my little home state of New Yorkistan. We got our own little emperor, the petty tyrant Emperor Andrew Cuomo. He's got issues on his hands right now, which I'm sure everybody knows, is aware of what's going on. He lied. He got caught fudging data. The COVID deaths by the thousands, tens of thousands. He knowingly and willingly authorized the transportation, and the placing them in homes, taking COVID positive patients and relocating them into nursing homes, resulting in tens of thousands of deaths, unnecessary deaths. It's under Andrew Cuomo. The news media is talking about, I guess, alleged sexual misbehavior or conduct, sexual harassment, That's here or there. We'll get to that. To me, it's really not relevant. I think it's just smoke and mirrors, keep everybody's eyes off the ball to the big picture, which is the deaths, the murders of tens of thousands of New York elderly senior citizens under the watchful eyes and government of Andrew Cuomo and the Democrat Party. Just give you a little brief rundown about New York history, just the last 20 years. You can Google these guys. I'm born and raised New Yorker, so I've been around a long time. So just the last 20 years, just to keep everybody updated. If you're not from this area, from this state, do your own state. Leave a message about your own state. I'll research it, see what's going on. But here's a little how tyranny starts in my state, New York State. But before I get into the politics of it all, I just wanted to say, I don't even see politics really anymore. It's not even politics. I really don't see it. I just see nothing but a bunch of liars, cheats, thieves, creeps, actors, fools, psyops, tyrants, people that, they do humiliation rituals. Just a sick breed of people. Liberals, progressive leftism, whatever you want to call it, statism. Just a sick breed of people. So I don't even look at politics anymore. It's just an ideology. It's really what it is. Just a bunch of sick people. So let's give a little rundown of New York. Like, last 20 years, we had guys represented New York in a governorship. That's what we had. Just during my 20s, 30s, and 40s. We had Elliot Spitzer, Democrat. Then we had, Dave Patterson, another Democrat. And now we have Andrew Cuomo, another Democrat. That's 3 Democrat governors in a row. That's 3 in a row. Democrat governors. Liberal governors. Progressive. We have nothing to show. We have nothing to show for it. What that we have to show for is between Spitzer, Patterson, and Cuomo. The only thing we have to show for is high-priced hookers. Using New York State Police to bully the opposition, opponents, and killing of grandma and grandpa. Killing of grandma and grandpa. That's really all that we've seen. I'm also representing New York in the last 20 years. We had Hillary Clinton, Senator, Chucky Schumer, Anthony Weiner's laptop. Just a sick breed of people. Look where New York is now. Look where New York is now compared to 20, 30 years ago. Pretty sad. But that's New York. That's what we get. All we get is higher taxes, killing our elderly, willingly, knowingly, letting criminals out, bail reform, a bunch of other liberal buffoonery, and just nonsense. Just silly nonsense. So now getting back to this, the 1-year anniversary of the 2-week lockdown, slowing down the curve, COVID. What can we say about COVID 1 year later? COVID to me, COVID. Control, oppress, victimize, isolate, divide. That's what it is. Control, oppress, victimize, isolate, and divide. That's all it is. Junk science. It's a virus. It's real. People are getting sick. But it's political. They played it out. It's done. It just is. I'm sorry. Texas and these other, Mississippi, all these other states that are opening up. They're making the right choice. They should have done it months ago. You're not saving anybody's lives by staying home, shutting down your businesses. You're not. You're just not saving anybody's lives. But what you are doing is you're allowing a dangerous group of liars to manipulate you. Yep. You're allowing a dangerous group of liars to manipulate you, to give up your liberties, your First Amendment, your right to, of religion. He's giving up liberties. And it's really not good, you know. So that's what's going on with Andrew Cuomo. Going back to the other thing that's trying to get everybody's mind or their eyes off the ball is the 3 women coming forward, accusing Andrew Cuomo of inappropriate behavior or words like that. You know, here's what it is. All of a sudden, the Me Too movement has disappeared. Where are they? Me Too. Where's Kamala Harris? You know, where are these Me Tooers? These women lib groups? Where are you? You know, me personally, one man, one opinion. You want my one man, one opinion about this whole thing of Andrew Cuomo? I really don't want to waste time on it because it's silliness to me. As much as I don't like Andrew Cuomo, I think he's just a weasel, just a low-life weasel, a rat, bottom feeder, you know. I wish nothing good upon him, but with that being said, I'm not a fan of false accusations and stuff like that. Prove it. Give him benefit of the doubt. Due process, Andrew Cuomo. I'm giving you due process. Unlike you give, many other people, including former President Trump. I believe in due process, Cuomo, so I'm going to give you due process. It just seems fishy. I'm sure it seems fishy to you too, and I agree. It would seem fishy to me. It just makes no sense. But good luck with that one, pal. No 4th term for you, hopefully, Lord willing. Tyrant, you little petty tyrant. Just an idiot. Just an idiot. I don't know, let me get on to this another little tyrant, Joe the Tyrant Biden, ruler by executive orders. That's him, Joe the Tyrant Biden, ruler by executive orders. What's his plan? What's his plan for America? I don't know. Anybody know? I don't know. Apparently, it seems like he has no plan. He has no plan for America. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. Excuse me. Maybe he does have a plan, Yeah, maybe he does have a plan. I mean, so far, what I'm getting out of it, his plan for America is, other than destroying hundreds of thousands of jobs, with energy policies and stuff like that, and executive orders, rule by executive order. Tyrants do that. His own words. So what is his plan? To combat COVID. Joe Biden. I believe under Joe Biden's watch since January 20th, I think it was 135,000 deaths due to COVID. Under Joe Biden's watch. I'm not seeing that on mainstream media anymore. Nobody's reporting on that. I don't know why. I think it's newsworthy. It's a lot of, deaths. Rest their souls. Under Joe Biden's watch. What else did he do? Joe Biden, what's he doing for COVID? Joe Biden. I'm having a Joe Biden moment right now. Duh. What did Joe Biden do for COVID? Oh, yeah. Joe Biden decided to release like 120,000, 130,000 COVID positive illegal immigrants, releasing them back out into society. I think going through Texas, Arizona, or something like that. That's part of his COVID plan. That's really helping out. Maybe 150,000 died. I'm not really sure. Maybe 150,000 people have passed away under his administration due to COVID. There's no plan. His immigration policies, Joe the Tyrant Biden's immigration policies. What is his policies? So far, stop funding and building the wall on the southern border. It's one of his policies. Well, like I said earlier, release over 150,000 plus illegal immigrants into society who actually tested positive for COVID. Part of his policies, we include the military-industrial complex. We bombed Syria. We bombed Syria. Drone Somalia. Have planes flying over, trying to see stuff like that. We're a little more active with our military. And, so basically, moving forward, 40 plus days into the Biden administration, the Biden administration's plan of action for America, zero, nothing. There's a zero plan Biden. Zero plan Biden. What else is there? Coolest Joe. I can call him Coolest Joe. Coolest Joe the Tyrant. It doesn't matter. It's all it's all foolishness. It's all stupidity. It's all foolishness. So moving forward, what are we getting into now? The what do they call this thing going on now? I'm starting to see the cancel culture or wokeism, whatever they call it now. I think it's the cancel culture. I think these are the grandkids. These are the grandkids or the great grandkids of the original Marxist revolutionists of the 1960s, 70s. Today's anarchists, revolutionaries, BLM, Antifa. Those groups are the grandkids of the anti-American of the 60s and 70s. So, so it moves forward. Here we are, 40, 50 years later. And we see these grandkids now. It's called the cancel culture. The cancel culture, which, to me is, it's a fact. The cancel culture is nothing more, is cultural Marxism. Cultural Marxism. Fascism. That's it. The cancel culture is, in fact, cultural Marxism and fascism. I talked about that for many years. Cultural Marxism. And it's just the last few days. Doing this, besides the assault on institutions and monuments, historical leaders or battles of American history, during over the summertime, we've seen being destroyed and trying to be removed. This cancel culture is going after Mr. Potato Head. Mr. Potato Head. You know what Mr. Potato Head is. I guess they're trying to say, because it's not gender neutral or gender friendly. I don't know exactly. I'm not 100% sure. That was it's leaning towards that. And then people talking, it is offensive. Why does it have to be Mr. How do you know it's a he or a she? Well, how do I know it's a he? Because it's Mr. Potato Head and Mrs. Potato Head. They made two. Two genders. God, what else is that? They're canceling Aunt Jemima syrup and pancakes. Really? 80 years of it. Uncle Ben's rice. Land O'Lake butter, Land O'Lake. Indians. The Cleveland Indians sports team. Washington Redskins. And so on and so on. Just canceling everything. And one of the most, recent things they're doing, like in the last 36 hours, was the cancellation of Dr. Seuss. I guess that's big news. I mean, I remember reading Dr. Seuss as a kid. I remember my nieces and stuff like that reading it. My brothers and sisters read it. It was just part of life growing up, Dr. Seuss. He was an author, of literature, of a children's author. And they're canceling him out. Just amazing. You really just gotta look deep down inside. Like, what's the reasoning of that? What's the relevance of that? What purpose is it to cancel Mr. Potato Head, Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's Rice, Land O'Lake, the Star Wars character, the woman who spoke out? You're banning books, you're banning tweeters, you're banning people on Twitter and Facebook, and I just gotta ask yourself, name one time in human history when the group fighting to ban books and censor speech were for the good guys. Yeah, you heard that right. You got 6,000 years of recorded history. That's 6,000 years. Out of that 6,000 years of recorded history, just name one time in that 6,000 years of history when the group fighting to ban books, literature, and censor speech, and so on, were the good guys. Just name one time. Leave a comment. Talk about Trump being a bad guy. Trump takes down ISIS. Takes down the general from Iran. Biden took down Dr. Seuss, Mr. Potato Head. I don't mean to laugh because it's a serious matter. This is what I'm dealing with. Trump takes down ISIS, takes down one of the generals from Iran, and now we have Biden. He's taking down Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. I mean, it's like the gift that keeps on giving. And they throw this Dr. Fauci guy in front of us still. Wear 2 masks. I trust Dr. Seuss more than I trust Dr. Fauci. Yes, you heard that right. I trust Dr. Seuss more than I trust Dr. Fauci and his junk science. I get it. I do. It may seem irrelevant to complain about a couple of children's books getting canceled. Sure. What's the big deal? It's a couple of books. But the left doesn't have any breaks. It's not just canceling this book here or that book there. We were talking about that. About, what's his name? Alex Jones a couple of years ago. I know it doesn't seem, it seems irrelevant, but you got to complain. Because the left has no brakes. This cancel culture will at some point come for you and what you love and what you consider liberty and freedom. Make no mistake. They're coming for you. Don't be an experiment. They come at you with this, I'm not telling you not to wear a mask. I'm not telling you not to take the vaccine. Me personally, I'm not going to take the vaccine. I already said it in my medical tyranny episode about 2 months ago. I'm not going to take the vaccine. I barely wear the mask. Thank the Lord, first and foremost. Thank the Lord I have not contacted it. Corona, or COVID, whatever you want to call it, the Kung Fu virus, whatever. But, I take care. I take care of myself, and I thank God Almighty that He keeps me under His grace. What do you want me to tell you? Speaking of Dr. Seuss, one of his quotes was, it's better to know how to learn than to know. I don't know. It's just a bunch of buffoonery between Biden, Cuomo. I mean, I can go. There's such a list. We can talk about so many people. But let me just end the show, I guess. Only thing I'm learning from Biden. What am I learning from Biden in the last, not even 60 days in? Besides just being a tyrant, tyranny, government gone wild. And the one thing I learned about Biden that he's great in, besides being a bumbling buffoon, he's great at math. I think he's a Keynesian economics theory guy. He's a Keynesian, yes. I think he believes in Keynesianism. He's great at math. He divides the country, subtracts jobs, adds debt, and multiplies the misery amongst all of us. We're all miserable. All of us. Wave the flag, yeah. Here's my other flag. Okay, yeah. America. Guy is a deadbeat. Complete failure. Cuomo, complete failure. I'm sure every other state has their governor. I mean, in these blue states, is everybody watching this video? You live in a blue state and you're not, don't think you're alone. You have any, what's wrong? Leave a comment. I'll research your state. Help me out. We'll expose them too, like I did Cuomo. Cuomo and the other Democrats before him. Elliot Spitzer, David Patterson, Hillary Clinton, and Anthony Weiner, Chuck Schumer, his father Mario Cuomo, all crooks. Born and raised here in New Yorkistan, I have been. Yes, I have. I've seen it all. All the mayors, from Dinkins, Koch. Telling you. It became a one big giant crap hole. But anyway, that's the path of a lot of these blue states. Joe the Tyrant, Biden, ruling by executive order, is leading the charge. Just wake up, guys. Just wake up. Somebody's end this video. That's just my little rant. What else am I going to do? Got a rant. So, again, hit like, hit subscribe, share the video, and I'm going to sign out. I always say good night, God bless you, and God bless America. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.